Hello, welcome to another super awesome unboxing video from John, your host of the Super Awesome Geek Show podcast, and now video series, I guess, right? Since I'm doing so many of these. Well, so recently I acquired some more Black Series bounty hunters, and I thought it's about time I get to opening some of these. So first on deck today is Boba Fett, 6-inch Black Series from Hasbro. Here he is in the front of the box in all his glory. Now they did make a variation on this figure, so what I'm going to do is just slide him a little bit over to the right, and I will show you the prototype, what they're calling the prototype armor Boba Fett. We'll put them side by side there. I believe you got this from... I traded for him at a show. I was just at a show and a guy wanted something that was I had at one of our booths, and he offered up this and Chewbacca. So I took this and the Chewbacca for the stuff that he wanted. But anyways, I think it was Walgreens. That's what it was, right? Yeah. It's got slightly different packaging than the original Boba Fett. It's got the blue line signifying, I think it was Series 2, where the orange line was in Series 1. I'm not sure why the switch, but I think it was Series. But the other thing of note between the boxes is at the top, they continued the window box all the way up in the second series box design, whereas they had the Star Wars Black Series logo thing on this. There. Alright, I'm going to get to opening up Boba Fett. We're not going to open the prototype. I'm going to keep him in the packaging. Even though it's not that big a deal. I mean, these are made so well that you can put them back in. I just don't plan on opening him. I don't really want to display the white one. I just thought he was kind of neat to have it. Variation, you know. Alright. Boba Fett! I always like to open from the bottom. That way if I put the box back, it just, you don't see it from the top. Or, oh my gosh, I just tore it. Oh, I just tore it. I don't like doing that. Oh well. Oh, that bothers me. It does. I don't know why. Oh well. Alright. Boba Fett. I really like the detail on this figure. His weapon especially. That is really nice detail on the weapon there. He's got a bend in his rocket pack though. Oh well. Pop these out. Pop that out. Gun out, and pop Boba Fett out. Come on, dude. I'm alive. Alright, I'm gonna put all this back. My torn box. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. My whole day is ruined, you know that, right? Tearing the box just did it. It's all done. It's over. Boba Fett, the most notorious bounty hunter in the galaxy. So here he is out of the packaging. 6-inch Boba Fett with his accessories. He's got the jetpack, the black rifle, and a brown pistol. This figure I gotta tell you, is pretty darn cool. I mean, I just think he's really awesome. So, you get a really cool rifle with him. I'll put that in his hand. Well, first, let's go over some of the articulation, I guess. So Boba Fett is incredibly highly articulated, just like all Black Series figures. Wow, look at the detail on the belt back there. Yeah, incredible detailing. Looks like the gun can go, yeah, in his, so that's cool. The gun can go in his holster. Really nice. It's a decent looking gun, just two colors. It seems more reminiscent of the prequels to the original. I don't recall what the original pistol looked like that he had. If he even, I mean, it was probably on his side, right? They wouldn't put it in the figure if it wasn't there in the real thing, I don't think. The Wookiee braids, he's got braids. I kind of wish those were rope or cloth instead of plastic. But that's a minor thing, I guess. This doesn't move. I wish it did. I kind of would like it to have folded down. I can only imagine, but I think the original would have folded down. So you can move his head up and down and all around. It looks like it's on a ball joint because it can actually rock back and forth. I like the dent. That's a nice touch. Symbol on the side's really cool. Yeah, so he's got elbow articulation. It can pivot. These can twist. The wrist, the same thing, can twist. It has articulation all the way around. Wrist joint movements, pivots. This pivots. I mean, he swivels in multiple different ways here. I wouldn't want to turn this too much. It looks like there's a plastic piece connecting, and I bet you could snap that pretty easy. But I will be careful with it. Leg joints turn, you know, in that swivel, what do you call it? Twist. Doesn't twist at the knee. It doesn't twist at the ankle, but the ankle moves up and down. It has a little bit of like ankle pivot, like what do you call it? Tilt, but not really a twist. You just twist at the leg if you want to move it. It has a double knee joint, so you really can get, I mean, he can kick himself in the back of the... Psh. But cape's pretty cool. It's only on there by one little bit, so you got to be careful about it. It's a nice symbol on the chest there. Now, one thing I didn't like about this was I think these pockets should have been a little more flexible, because as you can see, I can't, with this pocket and this pocket in the way, I can't move his leg forward any further than that. But again, not super big deal, because he can get in multiple positions. Backpack, there's a pin there and a peg and a hole. Peg and hole. Put them together. Like I said, the pistol went in there, and then this gun fits really nice in his hand. Let's see, thumb to wrist, and then I like putting the fingers through the loop so it looks like he's pulling the trigger. So I just finagle that finger there. Get that in the loop there. And there you have it. Boba Fett with his gun. So here's a cool pose for Boba Fett so you can get a good look at him. He's extremely poseable. He can be put into some incredibly good looking positions. And here's Boba Fett in comparison with the 3 3/4 inch action figure. It's a good looking action figure. 6 inches cooler though, right? And here we have an example of the original vintage Boba Fett compared to the 6 inch. Oh, I lost my gun. The most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy no longer has a weapon. There we go. The vintage one just has a classic look. I mean, he's just awesome, right? So cool. And here's the 6 inch Black Series Boba Fett in comparison with the 12 inch from Hasbro. Boy, that was a few years back in the 90s, right? He's probably a 20-year-old figure now. Oh, we've been alive too long. I always liked the 12 inch Hasbro line. I wish that continued. Because the cloth, the detailing, I mean, they're pretty close to, I mean, it's the next step down from having a sideshow, really. Really nice looking figures. All the clothing just individually done. The detail and the weaponry and the armor and everything. I think these figures were just fantastic. I'm sad that they're gone. Although now today they probably would be $50 to $100, right? Alright. And here we are with the ultimate throwdown. Man-at-Arms versus Boba Fett. Who will win? If Boba Fett weren't aliens, none of this would have happened. It would have been all over in the first movie. In the first 5 seconds. This figure is just awesome. Don't you agree? 6 inch Black Series Boba Fett. Now, Boba Fett's first appearance was in I saw him in the holiday special, but I guess he was in a parade before that. 1978, 79 was it, the holiday special? I don't remember exactly, but that was the first time I saw him as a kid, and I just immediately wanted the action figure. Yeah, in that cartoon, right? The action figure, the original, he was supposed to be a rocket-firing backpack, but they nixed that idea and then came out with just a standard one. He was a mail away first and then on a card. I think he was the 21st figure released. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Boba Fett unboxing video, 6 inch Black Series from Hasbro. Another Super Awesome Geek Show unboxing video. The first Star Wars one we've done. You know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I can't believe it took me this long to actually do a Star Wars one. I've been opening up all my Transformers for you, but I'm getting to the Star Wars guys. I gotta open up a lot of these 6 inch Black Series ones, and I'll go through them. As I do that, along with a few other things in my collection. You can follow us on Twitter. That's where I respond the most. Twitter is @AwesomeGeekShow. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/SuperAwesomeGeekShow. You can help out and donate at Patreon, Patreon/SuperAwesomeGeekShow. Find us on iTunes now. Listen to our podcast, Super Awesome Geek Show, on iTunes. You can go right to the website, SuperAwesomeGeekShow.com. Well, I'm John. I'm out of here. Thanks a lot for watching another YouTube video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Talk to you later and keep it geeky out there, everyone.